us what life is like for a typical sixth grader in your class.
Here are my words of wisdom for the incoming sixth graders for the school year 2003 and 2004. First of all, welcome. We're looking forward to having you in the upper grades and being a part of Central Lutheran's junior high. Just some words of advice to help you to make that adjustment a little bit easier for you as you come into sixth grade and especially into any classes that you might have meet. Probably the most important thing is to do your homework every single night. No excuses. You must do your homework if you want to be successful. Probably the next most important item is to make sure that you are well organized. Follow the directions that the teachers give you, where to put your homework assignments when they're done, how to keep your assignment planner, where to put your pens and pencils, your highlighters, and all those important learning tools that you need to be successful. Probably one of the things that gets kids into the most trouble is when they're absent and they don't make up their work. They make it the responsibility of the teacher to find them and make sure that they have their work done, and it's your responsibility when you're absent, especially when you have classes like during 7th period they only meet once a week. You need to go to the teachers and ask them, what did I miss? What do I need to do before we meet again? Probably 2 or 3 other things that are very important to me. Number one is that you obey the school rules, especially no chewing gum and no candy in school. Another very important item for me would be that when you do make mistakes and you do have a problem, be honest. Don't try to multiply the problem and make it bigger by not telling the truth. Go to the teacher where the problem is and talk to them and be open and suffer the consequences of whatever that might be. You'll find that you'll get into a lot less trouble if you're honest right off the bat. The only other thing is that I think is really important is that you understand that it's going to be a transition and that you need to be open and participate in class and just make sure that when you don't understand things, you need to be honest and open and share those problems and your concerns with your teachers so that we can help you. So we're looking forward to you coming into the junior high next year. Have a great summer this summer, and we just wish you God's blessings as you enter into junior high next year.
Tell us a little bit about your classroom and your expectations.
I teach math, and in 6th grade math we'll be using the same series of book that you've been using up until now. My most important thing that I feel is that you have to show your work when you're doing a math problem. The reason being is that you don't know what your mistake is if you don't see the work, because you can't go back the next day and say, oh, I remember what I did always. Another part that's really important is that when the work is assigned, you need to do it, because math always builds on one and up on each block, and that if you don't do the homework, you don't know what's going to happen next. So you've got to do the math when it's assigned. That's why I don't take late homework. The only kind of late homework will be when you're absent. So that's the most important things in math, is showing your work and getting it done when it's assigned.
What advice do you have for the sixth graders?
Do not get any incompletes.
I'd say get to class early and keep being organized.
Don't get in trouble. Try and keep organized. Don't goof off in class a lot.
What was your biggest fear when you were going into sixth grade?
Mr. Whitman.
Was he as scary as you thought? Okay, Matt.
My sister, I was fat, and she always told me she'd make fun of me, and she'd get everyone in junior high to make fun of me. That's my biggest fear, because I was fat and I couldn't help myself.
Did everybody make fun of you?
No, because I got skinny.
Okay, Jenna.
Getting so much homework that you won't be able to get it done.
Okay, and did you get too much?
No, not really. Usually get done in class to give you time usually.
Been really good about being in junior high.
Me. You don't have the same teacher all day. That's good.
There is actually not a whole bunch of homework you have to do.
This group of students is going to give you a little advice on each teacher. So state your teacher and then tell the advice.
Mr. Mooring, he's not as scary as he looks. I mean, just don't talk when he's out of the room. It's okay to talk. He doesn't really hear you, but don't talk when he's in the room. You'll get a 50-word report, and that's not real fun to write. It's not real fun.
You know, Mr. Kramer, make sure you pay attention in class and put your name on the front of each paper that you do, and get your science projects done.
Mr. Wickman, make sure you sharpen your pencil before class, put your name on all your papers, and come prepared.
I'm doing Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith, she doesn't like you talking when she's talking or doing when you do your homework. And make sure you show your work on all your assignments.
I think Mrs. Hayward would like it if you would not talk during class and not interrupt her when she's trying to talk and listening to what she says.
What can you tell us about your science class?
Well, in my science class, I placed a lot of emphasis on understanding what you're doing. So we do a lot of projects, a lot of hands-on stuff so that it can help you learn these things. But you have to participate. You can't just stand back and watch things happen. You have to actually get in and do the stuff. And then every once in a while I give an assignment out of the book, and that gets put into your notebook. At the end of the chapter then, I collect the notebooks and I grade all the various different answers that were asked for. Also, for most of the chapters, there's a special project that you have to work on at home, like build a car or collect some kind of trash or something like that. There's a special project like that. And then one other thing I'd like to point out is in my class, I give B's to the people that do exactly what I tell them to do. And I expect somebody to do more than just the average, more than what I assign for them to get an A. I expect them to make it fancier, put drawings on, pretty color pictures, or do more stuff rather than just doing the bare minimum of what I assign. So, I think that's about it.